Um, whenever the people I live with get home, I'm going to have to end this live. So I'm not sure how long this is going to be. This might end up being super short. But I thought I'd come on here and we could just chat. I did have some things I wanted to discuss, to talk about. I was going to save them for my Thoughtful Thursday, but I need we need to talk it out. And I know with me right now, I can't make it in a concise video because I'm feeling very rambly today. Um, and that's just so, um, doing it in a video, it's not going to be clear. So if you're new here, I talk about minimalism and my health and just kind of whatever I want to talk about. And I try to be raw and real and honest. I have hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, as well as a host of other health problems, health conditions, chronically ill, chronic pain, all those fun things. And there's something that a few things I've just been debating, talking about. And, I'm just gonna say trigger warning right now. Um, if anything I'm talking about during this live, if if it bothers you, then just don't watch. Don't watch the replay, exit the live if you need to, but just let it be. So I've been seeing a lot, people make morning routine videos and evening routine videos. And, there are podcasts about routines and planning and all these things. And I think all that is fantastic. Um, I'm a planner to a point. I have my routines to an extent. Um, I get up and I have my coffee in the morning. I don't always eat breakfast, but I sometimes do. I don't always make my bed, but I sometimes do. Um, and planning and having things mapped out, figured out, uh, is fantastic. Like, I have a hair appointment next week, and I'm excited for it. I'm making sure I keep the money set aside to be able to afford to pay for it. I make sure that, you know, because I deal with chronic illness, that, hi, Ginger, how you doing? So, Ginger Rogers is here. That's not her actual name, but it's what her YouTube is, and so I call her Ginger. So hi, how are you doing? How's it going? I'm talking about like routines and stuff because I want to talk about it because I was gonna make it for a video, but I needed to what is it? Spew, rant, ramble, whatever you want to call it. So it I see all these like routine videos. Oh, it is your real name, Ginger. Okay, cool. I did not know that. Um, so Ginger Rogers it is her real name. Okay, sweet. That's awesome. Um, yeah. Anyway, so routines, planning, all that stuff. As a child, I loved that. Growing up in a large family, it was very much needed. Um, and I like when we do trips, I like to know when it was and what we were doing so I could pack a week or weeks in advance. I mean, it's just, I like things planned. I like knowing what we were doing, all that stuff. Well, you know, and, and as long as, and all that is great. All that is fantastic. Um, and then adulthood hit. And, over the years, as my chronic illness and stuff and chronic pain has gotten worse, I've had to throw routines and planning out the window. It is not a thing. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like to know what's happening. I do like to plan trips or plan outings and stuff, but I plan it on the understanding that because of chronic illness, because of chronic pain, it might get canceled last minute. It might not happen. Um, when it comes to routines, I don't know how my body is going to be from one minute to the next. So I may have coffee every morning when I get up because I love having coffee. But when I get up and how soon after I get up all depends on, how well I slept the night before. If I slept the night before, because I deal with sleeping issues and insomnia, um, and sometimes it takes me a while to get out of bed. Sometimes after I get up, either due to gut issues or stamina, I don't always make my coffee as soon as I get up. Um, you know, showering, dusting, cleaning, laundry, vacuuming. There are times where your body sucks and you can't do it, or because of chronic illness, you're not able to do it anymore. Oh, that's great. Yeah, no. Um, if you take meds, taking meds at the allotted time when you're supposed to take them, and taking, vitamins and supplements and all that stuff is great. Um, like there are some things that you have to do every day at a certain time. Chronic illness or not, chronic pain or not, there are just some things that have to happen. Okay? You know. Um, but like doing having routines and having like a set schedule every day, it's a luxury. It's if your body can still do that, that is awesome. I am so happy for you. But I have noticed both with myself and with so many of like friends and family who like to get a lot done or like to go or have set times and schedules when they do things. Um, if they go through a period in life where they can't do that or they get like me, where it's just body-wise you're not able to anymore, it can really take your mental health for a big, fat slump. Nosedive, bad mental health, blah, blah, blah. And it can really mess you up mentally because you you're just so set in your routines, so set in your ways that when something doesn't happen, it just yeah, yeah. I don't have set schedules either, Ginger. So Ginger's saying in the chat she doesn't have set schedules. Those went out the window as a caregiver for her mother and then now for her husband. And yeah, that is the thing. It's just I know with some um how do I want to say this? Like if you're neurodivergent, you know, they need those transitions, they need those routines, and otherwise it messes them up. So there's that side of it. But whether it's health or whether it's life circumstances, oh, you need to learn to adapt. And yeah, no, there is like I don't have a daily checklist of stuff to do. I go based off of what I have stamina for in the moment. And that's how I approach it. Um it's I mean the things that I would like to happen every day, but I don't hold myself to it. Like I get mad at myself when I wouldn't do dishes. Or I used to get I get mad at myself when something didn't happen or whatever. And just the little things, and you gotta let that go. But speaking of letting things go, I actually am gonna have to cut this live short and end it here because the people I live with are home, and it's gonna get really loud here in a minute. And I probably should have started this live earlier, but when they're home, it's too loud for me to do a live and be able to not have it be crazy in the background. So, Ginger, thanks for joining me. And speaking of things changing and being flexible, I gotta go. So, loves and later. Bye. Nice chatting with you too, Ginger.
Guess what?
What is it?
We have a drawing. We have a